I have put hours of research into looking for an answer, and it's all condensed into this one short video. So are artificial sweeteners actually bad for you? Before you scroll because you think you already know the answer or that it's not important, I'm actually going to be talking about a few things that no one talks about when it comes to artificial sweeteners from both sides of the argument. So from a safety standpoint, artificial sweeteners have quite a lot of studies suggesting they're safe. There is no major cancer risk to ingesting things like aspartame because the dosing is just not enough to have a carcinogenic effect. There is yet to be any conclusive evidence that artificial sweeteners are bad for you, and they can be a pretty powerful tool to help you lose weight. However, there are two reasons why you might want to consider avoiding artificial sweeteners, and there are two reasons that literally no one talks about. There is still lots of research that needs to be done on our gut microbiome and brain health and the effects artificial sweeteners have on it. There is a bit of evidence already that sucralose can damage our gut microbiome, and a bit of evidence that aspartame can actually cause anxiety symptoms. However, it is not conclusive evidence because these findings were found on animal models. Now, what no one talks about when it comes to artificial sweeteners is that when sucralose is combined with carbohydrates, it can have devastating effects on your insulin sensitivity. I'll put up a study on the screen where sucralose was added to a drink with dextrose, which is a carb source, and given to humans. They were given 7 of these drinks over the course of 2 weeks, and after that they found that they had reduced insulin sensitivity. However, there was no change in insulin sensitivity when sucralose, sucrose, or maltodextrin was consumed alone. So the combination of sucralose and carbohydrates might be harmful to our insulin sensitivity, but not when they're consumed separately from each other in moderation. I just want to highlight that this is definitely not conclusive evidence. More research needs to be done. Also, a lot of people who are trying to lose weight will substitute sugar with these artificial sweeteners, saying that they need it for the sugar cravings. We as humans have lived for thousands of years without these artificial sweeteners. The reason you have uncontrollable sugar cravings is because your body is so accustomed to everything being hyper-palatable. People are literally guzzling down liters of 0-calorie hyper-palatable sweet drinks and condiments a month. They also have no effect on your macros, so it makes people more inclined to have them. But one of the most reasonable and obvious side effects is that it changes your preferences for foods and drinks. You will not get as intense or as frequent sugar cravings when you aren't drinking all these 0-calorie drinks. In a lot of cases, sugar cravings can be dealt with by ingesting a little bit of salt, but that's for a separate video which I'll make very soon. So artificial sweeteners can be a very powerful tool for many purposes. One of them is losing weight. While there is no conclusive evidence that artificial sweeteners are bad for you, more research needs to be done, and that's why I'm a little bit skeptical. I personally do avoid artificial sweeteners, but if you get a lot of value from these sweeteners, feel free to enjoy them. I may be wrong. If I am wrong, please let me know. I'll be reading all the comments in this video.